This won't be long. So I just came in from working in the yard. And what we're going to talk about today is actually the power of the moment in but. Yeah, but, right? And but is not a filler word. And most people would say that but says something. And what I normally tell people is that when a person says but, it says, I really like you, but it deletes everything or wipes away everything that you just said. And the truth of it comes behind it. But on today, what I really want us to consider and embrace is maybe the power of the word but. See, but is not a filler word. It's a decision point. And when you look at your life and what's going on, sometimes you look at there's chaos, but but empowers you. It causes you to take a moment of pause and shift to something different. But is a pivoting point, or at least it can be. And this is it. But on the other side of but, in some of our cases, in a lot of our cases, probably in all of our cases, there has been some pain. There may have been some regret. May have been a lot of things that happened, but I'm going to give you one of my buts. When I had just had a child, had my baby, my amazing miracle. And I asked, and I was literally taken into the emergency room within 90 days of having her. And they told me that my gallbladder had started leaking into my body. But I was all alone. I mean, I had some friends, but I was basically all alone. So what I asked my supervisor, and I had degrees, I had all of that, is to extend my leave. And I'm not going to get into the details, but I'm going to tell you the but. He said no. So his decision caused me to end up homeless. It wasn't just his decision because, I could have had emergency fund. I could have had a lot of stuff, but that wasn't my situation. So I ended up homeless. However, when I look back at that, see, but it's not as clear going forward as it is looking back. So when I look back at that, we would have never lived in other countries for over 11 years. I probably wouldn't have strived to be the top of the ladder in every area. Now, there's some dynamics to that, but we're not going to get into that. Right? So, however, the point of this is, but is not a negative. Most people use it unconsciously. But however, every time you use but, you're choosing a new direction. It's raining, but there's a decision. So I don't want us to just unconsciously walk through our lives and not understand the power of our butts. The thing that you sit on? No. The things that we say. So I'm going to say a couple other things and then I'm going to get off because I need to handle the 20 bags of mulch I put out, right? Somebody was coming in and they said, will you hire out? I said, no. It looks gorgeous and I wanted somebody else to do it, but they didn't want to do it in the time frame I had. So I did it myself. Hey, baby, my baby's here. Um, so when I look at what comes after but has more power than what comes before it. See, but is the second half. You talk about your life and all the things that have happened, but you survived. You lived. Now what? Your excuses, any excuses we may have, and our expansion both live in the same word. In the same word, but we can make an excuse. And on the other side of but, we can expand and move forward. So, what I would like you to do to consider today, maybe for the rest of the week, maybe consider for the rest of your life. When you use the word but, are you using it to excuse something? To make an excuse for something? Or are you gaining power on the other side of your but? Do you want more? Transformation happens on the other side of but. Life moves on the other side of but. So listen, have an amazing day. Consider your but and your BUTs that you put out subconsciously, unconsciously. And remember that that is a place that you get a chance to make a decision, to move in a direction, to step into or step out of things that can cause you to gain great insight. So you have an amazing day. And I'm going to say, hey, thank you for following, watching, and subscribing. I am Johnnie, the Mindset Maven, helping you bridge the gap between what you know and what you do. And your but is connected to your identity. Have a good one.